First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. The company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Yeah, bear with me. It's going to be a bit of a rough day for me today. All right, so we're going to be doing some more demonstrations on the new advanced ambient rejection deep blue, and this is our Nova AG.47 17 technology. So I haven't done any demonstrations on this in a bit, due to the fact that we're working on some other invisible technologies for Nova. We've been kind of busy with that. So, and on top of that, the rear projection screen formula for the Signature 17, been a bit busy last couple days. All right, I'm looking for something. Oh yeah, I need that wallpaper for next service. I need that. Good with it. On this one, and here's the one in the back. All right, let me see. Trying to find the remote control to up here. That's not it. Hey, big buddy, you sit on the remote control? Nope. You don't have it. It's not under the pillows. It means it's got to be upstairs somewhere weird. Why would it be upstairs? I mean, not a question. Why? I want to see upstairs. All right. Got to find the remote control that's for the front room. 100% chance I took it upstairs with me. Don't know why, but I just did. No. Forgot. No. Wait. We got the remote control for this one. It's here. That one's here. The one for the next room is not. It's upstairs somewhere. That's one I gotta track down. All right, so this is on the Deep Blue Nova 17 at AG.47. Ooh, this is gonna be a beautiful screen once we finally get it out there. When we get it out there. Just been a little too busy, but we'll see if we can get it done. Now maybe we'll track down the other remote control. It's around here somewhere. I have to get upstairs. Like sun's coming out, which is good. That means I get a chance to get these outdoor demonstrations done, and I get a chance to play around with that new screen, that fabric projection screen. Trying to get back out there again for more demonstrations. I gotta do those on Facebook. All right, come on. What are we gonna be watching today? Let's just put this on for the time being while I get set up in the kitchen. This screen is absolutely gorgeous. We just got to get it on the website. It's missing 2 tests. It's missing an outside test. It's missing actually 3 tests. It's missing an outside test. It's missing the low lumen test and the distance throw test. That's the only thing it's missing, and we can have it on the website. But until then, it's got to stay where it's got to stay until we finish up those tests. This is a gorgeous screen. Gorgeous screen paint. Now, real quick, I had a few people asking me about the Signature 17 blackout cloths. They don't come with frames. It's just the material. You have to build the frame. I did a demonstration where I actually built this screen right here. Did it live, built the frame, stapled the material on the whole 9 yards. You have to basically build your own frame. Very easy to do. I'm surprised how the screen, it actually did quite well. These screens have been sitting outside on my deck for the last 2 days, and we have rain for the last 2 days. We're gonna go figure out what's going on in the next room with the projector in there, because I got a demonstration for that one to be done. Conference room. Oh, this is why I hate wearing cargos. No reason why I hate wearing cargos. Pockets like a lazy car and they attach to everything. Literally. And something that's going with the cargos. Yes, I like wearing cargos all the time. Alright. That's great. Okay, let me see. Get the remote control for here. I'm going to mix up that's for here. And the next room, we have the remote control in the next room. Righty bird, righty bird. Keep it nice and tight in here. All right, let me see. Half off? How are we half off? Are we out of the resume waves and all right, gotta bring it out. Let me see. I'm going to throw it on the floor. Not going to be in from here, buddy boy. You're going to have to be on the floor for this one. Alright. Alright, checking out something in the back. I want to figure out how to have this thing literally on the floor because it's not going to pick up on the table. The table's not big enough to do the projection screen setup. So I'm literally going to do that one on the floor. Okay, well, let's get that equipment moved into here. Get that done. Well, I'm trying to do set up for two things at the same time here. Okay, let's see what we gotta do. Let me get the let me get the 2200 room projector with the measuring tape. We get that, at least we get that done for the day. So let's see what we need here. Upstairs. Downstairs. All right, let me get this set up for the distance throw. Let's see, and measuring tape. That's not even really bad. Okay, measuring tape. Oh yeah, got the measuring tape. Right there. This screen should have no problem picking up on low lumen projectors at all. Period. Pull back about, well, I might as well go back the whole 22 feet. Let's see, 21, 22. Yeah, we'll do that anyway. All right, I need an extension cord. Pull that back. Oh, sun's coming out. We'll be outside today. The sunshine. Be out today. Look at that. We got a beautiful day to day, I get to be outside today. I get to test these, and I get to go play with that fabric screen. My neighbors love that screen. I wish I can basically get a consent so I can get the reaction of people when they see that black screen outside. It'd be nice, but nobody can get close to me, so I'm gonna... All right, you can change that out later. All right, so we got the extension cord, all that's there, measuring tape to do the distance throw. That's there on a 22,000 projector. We got to get this out of here. Set up. Come out of here. Can't use this in this room. This out. Come on, let's behave. Put it on that table. Most likely. All right. Today I get to work on my other work and my interesting projects that I like to work on. I usually can't because I'm so busy doing other stuff. Today I get to play with my other stuff today. Look at that. That blue has amazing contrast levels. That goes up gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Frankie, it's gorgeous. Absolutely. So this is what I will be playing around with today on Facebook. Yep, got the screen. I was gonna put it across the dining the table in the kitchen, but the screen is too big. It's not gonna work. So I'll lay right here on the floor. Turn on my overheads. I got a demonstration down there. I'm have some fun with that. So we have to do the distance down here. We got the measuring tape going all the way up to 22 feet. We got a 1,000 lumen projector. I got to have a battery pack to power that. I kind of explained that in the whole entire story, what that has to be there. And then we can yank this sucker back. See what we pick up. Look at that image. That is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Of course the screen's blue. These are the same blue levels, but you know. All right. Let's get something besides the blue. This, oh, I gotta see this right here. We displayed this on the black screen upstairs. I like to see how the colors come off on the screen. Oh, that's beautiful. Once we finish the dark invisible technology for Nova 17, those of you that are looking to use that for abstract art, for your for showrooms and stuff, yeah, that stuff is gonna be pretty. You can't see through this stuff. So that's the reason why we designed this stuff. You literally can't see the projector, no lamp glare, nothing. This image pops up. There is a fellow, I don't know if he still has a place or not, but he came up with a pretty cool idea for an art exhibit. He had art coating on plexiglass. He had beautiful frames around it, and he had these small ultra short throw projectors embedded in the walls. So basically you would have your screen here and the projector would be into the wall. It would project the image and it would bring the picture to life. And that was his gallery. And of course, if you walk up, you just see all these black screens. Didn't realize that was that black technology. You know, a pretty cool idea. That's pretty cool. And that's what this reminds me of. Now, it did show off a difference between the blue we had, because people thought, oh, that's just a recycled screen. You had blue already. This looks nothing like the blue technology we developed. It's called deep blue. The screen's darker than the blue that we have. Pulls a much higher white level. As I said before, color coding technology, God's blessed us to be able to figure out a way how to make a screen super dark but produce an extremely high white level. You want to see how dark the screen is? That's how dark the screen is. And yet that screen can pull a white level that high. Must be a lady tonight. Must be a lady tonight. So, as I said before, you know, in this new direction we're going, we're not dealing with any more light gray screen paints. Now, no more, well, period. We're not making any light gray screen at all, period. It's just, it's old. It's old technology. It is. Like I said, we made 8 years ago. Been there, done it 8 years ago. There's no point. It was nice to see if we could do it. That was a blessing. That was nice. But, you know, in the direction we're trying to go, we just want to develop dark technology. It's much better. Much, much better. Skyworth food demonstration. Like I said, real quick, 2 lightest screens you can have. Gray, a light gray, and white are the 2 lightest screens you can have. And if someone's going to try to tell you that this color right here is considered to be an HD screen or a 4K screen, they're lying to you. If that was the case, then this would cost you $3,000 and that dark screen would cost you less, if that was the case. When Optima designed their black screen, or gray screen, I think it's a dark gray screen, they would have went with the gray screen if that was this case. Nope. The only thing they can do is they can pull up white levels. That's it. They can't pull color and they can't pull contrast. They can pull white level. That's all you got. If the dark technology can pull up a high white level high enough that you can see the image crystal clear, then how are those screens going to stand against it? See? Red doesn't come up. So if I were to put in something like, let's go to this one right here. All right, let's go to this demonstration right here just to show you. See? Can't see contrast. It's not going to come up. The only thing you could do is you could pull up a higher white level. That's it. That's all you're getting out of your projector is a higher white level. That's it. And by the way, that white screen over there is an Elite Acoustic Pro 3. That screen has a 0.9 gain. Doesn't make a difference how high your gain is. If your screen can't see color, you can't see color. You can't see contrast. That's all to it. All that money for nothing. Pretty much what it is. I think the cinema gray is around, I think it's around $700-800 for 100 inches of cinema gray. That's the cinema gray right there. So that's the lightest gray screen they make, which is better than the other ones that they make, the white ones. And speaking of contrast, there you go. And interesting theory, my interesting thought. This screen right here, the big one, is an Elite screen. That's their screen, their white screen. So we coated their technology with the blue, and now we're using their own screen to beat their own screens. Bit of a mind boggler, isn't it? All right, so where do we got a darker screen, okay? Let's go with let me give you the chain of command. Chain of command and projection screens. You start off with your white screen. That's your cheapest screen right there. One thing I like about Elite screens is when they show up their white screens, they just put the logo splashed across it and that's it. All the other companies put up these fake Photoshops claiming that their screens can actually do this when they can't. So you start off with the white screens, not the acoustic, the Pro Acoustics. That costs a little bit more money. You start off with the white Elite screen. That's the cheapest one you can get. Then if you want to upgrade to that one, you want a little bit more color and contrast, then you go with the Cinema Gray, which is that one right there. So your price tag went from a screen that would have cost you around $180 to around, depending on what kind of screen you get, $180 to around $800 now. You're going to jump to $800 now. And I'll say that screen's too light. It's not giving you what you want. So you go with the Cinema Gray 5D, which is a little darker than that screen right there. Now your price tag has jumped. We're talking about 100 inches only. $1,400. That's what your price tag has jumped to. Next, chain in command. As I told you before, if these big companies have been in business for a very long time and done the research, have done the testing, if they felt that a gray screen was a more superior screen, then their top screen would be gray. But it's not. It's dark. So that tells you something right there. If the professionals are telling you that they're using dark gray screens, and those dark gray screens cost a lot of money, and they're the top tier of those screens, then why would you be convinced that anyone who tells you that a light gray screen paint is going to be equal to a darker screen? All right, so now the Cinema Gray 5D isn't cutting it. You want something a little bit more darker. You want deeper contrast levels because the darker you go on the screen, the deeper the contrast levels become. So, excuse me, you get yourself a Dark Star 9. A 0.9 gain. And that white screen has a 0.9 gain. So this screen right here, for this one, a 100 inch, you have jumped now to $3,000. $3,000. A chain of commanded screens. So you go from the cheap one, let's just say this is one of their, well, it's not one of those, you can't say it's one of their, it's actually one of their top white screens, because this one right here, the white screen, has a 0.9 gain for an acoustic. I like to use this one because it's a higher white screen. But if you're buying a cheap white screen like this one, this big screen right here is an elite screen that I paid for. This is a cheap one. I paid for 100 inch screen. I paid about 180 bucks, around $180 for it, for white screen. Now, say if I didn't have my technology and I was an everyday consumer, and the white screen wasn't cutting it, images were washing out, it's fading, wasn't pulling contrast levels, was really having a hard time with the screen. I call them up, say I want to upgrade, what can I get? And they'll say, okay, we got a screen next to that. It's going to give you a bit of a bump. It's a little dark, it's a little bit of, it's darker than the one you have. It's called a cinema gray. Okie doke. I get that home. Contrast levels are fair, but they could be much better. Because if you're looking at a TV and your screen doesn't exactly come close to looking the same when it comes to contrast and color, there's some problems there. And then you're figuring you spent all this money for the projector, you're using an ambient light controlled environment, you calibrate your projector, still can't seem to get that image correct. Okay, well, how do we fix that problem? Well, then you can upgrade to the Cinema Gray 5D. Much more darker screen, much more advanced, a little bit more money. So now you're going to cough up that $1,300 to $1,400 just to get a better and darker image. See how we're going, the direction we're going? We're going darker to get those better contrast levels to pop, colors to pop. But then again, it's good, but it's not the best. You want really good contrast. You want to be able to see what your projector is designed to see, and you feel like you're not getting enough from your projector. So you spend the money for the Dark Star 9. Now, Dark Star 9 on a white screen, I say out of all the screens I've tested over here, pulling contrast, Dark Star 9 is the best. It is. It's I consider it to be the best screen of all the ones I pulled up. But all in all, like I said, at the end of the day, when they test their technology, they test against white screens, which I can understand because the majority of people out there are going to have white screens that I can understand. But meanwhile, we test our stuff against their stuff. We test their top screens against our technology, which means we could beat a white screen any day. That's not a problem. What we need to do is to be able to beat the best of the best. So, and mind you, what makes it so interesting is the technology, it's not even gray, it's blue. But yet it can see a contrast level better than a $3,000 projection screen. And we could do this by using one of their cheapest white projection screens. See how we're getting contacted by companies now? You see it now? If I can take your white projection screen, paint it a different color like blue, and use it to beat all 3 of your screens or 4 of your screens, including your top screen, that says a lot. That means I can develop technology to upgrade all your white screens to make them more valuable than the top screen you have in your selection. That's a huge profit. Coating in the blue is so good on seeing contrast, despite the screen being blue. It's better than the $3,000 screen. And my customers can paint this to a motorized projection screen, thick screen, cardboard, styrofoam, glass, plexiglass, whatever they want. And 1/4 of that technology would cost them somewhere between $172, which will paint up to a 120 inch. If these screens are costing you $3,000 for 100 inch, what do you think 120 inch will cost you? And this is why my technology is being bought off. Kind of been telling y'all that technology is being bought off. We got companies out there who manufacture cheap white projection screens. Do you know the edge they would have if they had this advanced technology? They would be able to compete with the big dogs easily. From a screen that would cost their customers $130 or $150, we could boot that with that technology. The screen could jump easy $2-3 grand easily, because it's be a $3,000 projection screen, $68 motorized projection screen with ambient light projection technology that can pull an image at a 190-degree viewing angle anywhere I walk in the environment. Technology like that under these companies, what do you think it would cost you? If Black Diamond had that technology right now, how much do you think it would cost you? Sure enough, it won't cost you $172 a quart. Nah, it'd be way more than that. I remember for the longest time when I was on ABS forums, people would say, oh, there'd never be a screen paint to be able to compete with a projection screen. Never. Never say never. Now, the one thing I like about the deep blue is the other blue we had, like I said, very bright blue, very bright blue, stood out. This one's a little different. It has the same code in it we put in the ultralight grays. When they stand in front of the screens, they go dark. So that way you don't, projectors, they stand dark. That way you don't have a bright blue image pointing at you. The screen comes in as a dark blue. And then it has enhancement codes to allow the screen to be to produce very high white levels with the screen being super dark. Let's go pull something else real quick. Sony 4K demonstrations. Even the screen being dark blue is actually darker than the Elite gunmetal. Watch, look. It's darker than the Elite gunmetal, and that screen is a blue screen. Now, I'm not saying none of these screens work. These screens work perfectly fine. They do. They were fine if they're going against white screen. They were showing advancement and improvement on white screen, especially the Darkstar 9. Because like I said, it's one of the best screens, and it can show an advancement over white screen. This is not a white screen. So you have a blue screen that can see red, that can see colors better than screens that are supposed to be designed for it. And I gotta go back and I gotta do this distance throw. So we can get this done today, because there is much to do. I have to be outside twice a day. I gotta be outside with the dark haze, or black haze. Why am I saying dark haze? I think it's black haze. Good gracious, that's stuck in my head. I gotta be outside with that one today and this one. Try to get them both at the same time, so we can get these on the website. And then I gotta be outside with the fabric screen. At the time, internet was not doing so well, and we couldn't do it so much. When you see the shine coming off that flower, see how beautiful that looks right there? They can't pick that up. If you can't see red correctly, there's no way in the world you're going to pick up that realistic shine to that flower. White levels are going to come in good. Oh yeah, you're going to be able to pick up white levels really good. The only thing I don't understand is that these companies that use that kind of reflective material, I don't know why they use that, because that washes out a lot of their color. All right, I'm leaving these up here because I got to go back into the distance of demonstration. So we're shutting off. I need these tests finished and done. I have work to be done today. I still have some people emailing me asking me about how much of my technology is being bought off. I can't tell you that. I'm sorry. I really can't tell you that at all. This is not sun killer technology. If this is sun killer technology, that sun could roll right over top of it and it wouldn't even affect the screen at all. But even I don't consider this to be a good test because that projector is too close to the screen. See how close it is? That's not a test. This would have to be standing a little farther up. So I'm going to have to put this up on something a little higher up. So at least I can get a distance throw out of that. But that's for another company. A company was wondering, you know, they want to do this for the ceiling. They want to project onto the floor. It's a project they're working on. They want to see how well the black technology comes up in a fully lit environment. They were to project on the floor. So that's what that's for. But I can't tell you how much of it is being sold off. I can't even give you a timeline. I couldn't even tell you exactly what companies are interested. Couldn't even tell you when. All I can tell you is that before everything is finalized, I will make sure that all orders are taken care of and completed before basically, if we go down that route of basically shutting everything down, we will make sure that all orders are complete. And then again, I could want to go in a different direction of designing something a little bit more interesting. Maybe God gave me something really interesting in my head and I can't tell you about it yet. As I said before, I gave up little hints. I said that I want a screen to look beautiful, very beautiful. Like the projector doesn't have to be on. That make the screen look impressive. You ever seen those screens like that? The ones you can see through and it can change the color and all that cool stuff? Yeah, something like that, something cool. Time for me to shed my skin again, something new just for you. And some people are saying, well, wait a minute. What? As I said before, anything we develop doesn't share the same code. Just for you. All right, let me stop joking around here. Let me get this done. Because I want to get this done. I got some cooking to do. I'm making spaghetti tonight for dinner. Some garlic bread. Homemade garlic bread. Haven't cooked in a long time. Nice kitchen in there. I don't use it enough. All right, so we're firing up the Sony. I need the power cord to this. I don't know why I ran the power cord out. And sunshine. Now, would I ever sell to one of these companies? Oh, heck no. No. I'm not a big fan of these big companies. I'm not. I would never sell to them. But somebody who's trying to break into the home projecting field and they got the wallet. to give us what we want, yeah, I'll deal with them. You know, but never the big companies. Why not? They got enough power as it is. We need other people to come up with better technology to be able to even the playing field. And that's the problem. See, when I first came out and I got into this business, I got into it to even the playing field because $5,000 and $4,000 for a projection screen is freaking insane. I mean, hey, that's what they charge, is what they charge, but that's my personal opinion. I feel it's too much money to pay for a projection screen. So this is where we started doing testing, doing all these different demonstrations, and all our stuff is all wild and outside the box. This is why we started doing this. And we're doing the very opposite of what the companies weren't doing. We weren't using overpowered projectors. We weren't using ambient light controlled environments. You know, for a long time, I use 720p projectors. I get ranked on from people laughing at me because I use 720p projectors. But, you know, if I can make a 720p look incredible on the screen, then, you know, how much more it's going to look incredible if I hit it with a 1080p or 4K. Now everybody now is trying to do the 720p's now after we done did it years ago. But as I said before, we got into this to even the playing field, to give people the exact same technology or better that the bigger companies had. So, you know, I get people up there saying, oh, we're saving you hundreds. I got proof on so many videos on how many screens I've tested again that we save people thousands of dollars. They don't have to go out and spend for overpriced projectors. Like I said, if you're using a $4,000 projector in your demonstration, it's not really saying much on saving people money, because in order for them to get that same image, they're going to have that projector or higher in order to get that image. Now, if you're doing a demonstration, your main projector is just a $150 SVGA projector, then yeah, you're saving people money, because if it looks that good on that projector, then, you know, anything else over that, it's going to look even better. So you're not really saving anybody anything. And then if you're doing demonstrations constantly in the dark and you're cutting corners, you're not doing things legit by the book, then that poses another problem, because you don't know how the screen's going to react in somebody else's environment, because you got your screen kindergarten to, I like that line, kindergarten to a dark environment. It's like trying to introduce a groundhog to being out in the daylight. It's not going to happen. They're designed to basically to be in the dark. It's going to be all kinds of problems. Have to display those contrast levels in a fully lit environment. But if someone fires up that projector in a fully lit environment and they're watching something, contrast is going to pop up on the screen regardless. Contrast is in everything. And they notice their contrast fading. When the contrast fades, the color fades. It all goes together in one. Now right now, we're firing up a 720p 1000 lumen projector. Look how bright the image popped up. And we are official size about 13 feet back from the screen. See? Well, we're going to bring it back 14 feet because we're going to do the low lumen test right now. I told you, I got a good feeling about this screen, man. I'm telling you. It's going to do quite well. It's going to do quite well. All right, so gotta have it on record. I'm surprised that adapter's running without the power supply. What the mother cheese? Oh shit, I forgot. I got a new my other one I can just disconnect and pull it off. This one's a new. That's my new one right there, so I can just move the camera back and forth when I'm on Facebook. I can put my camera that way. All right, so measuring tape. There's the projector. Coming in at 14 feet. Projector we're using, Sony BLP or CS4. This projector is 1000 lumens, 720p SVGA. Try to get my stand back the way I had it. There we go. Yeah, because when I go on Facebook and do demonstrations, I usually have to do it in this way, and for some reason the zoom is all the way up, too close to the screen, and you can't see. I want to be to see the environment in the screen. That's why I don't like to be on top of the screen. I like to show up the environment, because people need to see that. They need to see the background of the wall. They need to see everything. When you're seeing somebody shoot constantly inward, so close up on the screen, that's not good. You need to see the environment. You need to see how much light is in the environment, how much light the screen's taking on, how far the projector sits back, all that stuff you need to see, how that's going to react. They're trying to show you how how perfect the image looks. Why are you that close to the screen? Nobody in their right mind is going to sit that close to a screen, especially with a projector. You're going to be back here at a distance. So that's why I do the walk around the house, because then you can see around my house how all the screens are reacting around the house. That's what you're supposed to see. What's the point of doing a demonstration if I'm all up on top of the screen? You're not going to be sitting that close. All right, we're at 14 feet back. Let's see how the colors pop up at 14 feet back on 1,000 lumens. White screen. Here we go. See if we got our colors in there. Oh, we got our colors in there. Thank you, Jesus. Usually got to go hunt for these things. There we are. Now, if you're wondering why is the projector looking like this, I said before, this is an old projector. They were discontinued in 1999. They only do 4.3. That's it. They're that old. I'll bring you up a little closer so you can see that because we're at a distance, it doesn't, because some people want to do it at a distance, you got to be up close on the screen. So people request that sometimes, like, can you get closer on the screen? Yeah, I can get closer on the screen. So we're looking at a blue screen that is producing red. I don't know what's more interesting, the fact that it's at 1,000 lumens and 14 feet back, or the screen's blue and it sees red. Of course, it's going to dominate here because it's a blue screen. And as you can see, that's a white screen right there. It's a white screen, so you can see. Going on light blue. There you go. I did much better on the light blue. Right there, these right here. That one not so much. So the same color you're seeing here is the same color you're going to see every day on everything that you display on your projection screen. This is how your colors are going to come out. Let's go to yellow. What else we got in here? This is a dark, it's just blank red. This is a dark red. Interesting. I haven't did dark red before. All right. Let's see. Blank green screen. Now, if you find what I'm doing here completely boring, as I said before, it has to be done. That's what they're called tests. They have to be done. You want me to skip around it? You want me to sell you something that doesn't work? You want that? I mean, I can sell you a product that doesn't work if that's the case. But I can't do that. I do things by the book. Because I use this product myself in my home. That's why I can't sell you stuff that don't work. Because I use this product throughout my entire house. And it has to work. Like right now, I can fire this projector right now. I'm sitting in front of it. And I can watch TV on this screen over here. I can fire my one over here and watch TV over there. Whatever, you know. Just go through the entire house watching whatever I want. But it has to work. Oh, that flashing, boy. That stuff made me last time. That was not a good day. Let's go with the... We can pull it up. We can get it. Oh, we got it right here. Thank you. And we've got to do these. Tests got to be done. We can go out and buy brakes for you and your family for your car if they weren't tested correctly. Like, no, we only tested them 2 times. They're good. They'll work out just fine. Would you buy those? Blue screen is picking up a contrast level, a black level. Not 100% black, but it's picking up a black level. Only Novas can pick up 100% blacks. Because the screen literally is black. What be a lady tonight? 4K tropical fish. I don't think I even nailed that one. Oh, I did nail it. There we go. Now we're at 1,000 lumens, 14 feet back. All right, let's bring it back. Time to bring it all the way back to, and I gotta cut this off. I gotta change out my cords. Which I should have did to begin with. I should change out my cords. Yeah, sorry about the coughing, people. It's just I have to deal with this. It's something I have to live with. So, you know, unfortunately, I don't like it, but there's nothing really I can do about it. So, you know, sorry about the coughing on camera, but ain't much I can do about that at all. Period. I don't even want to explain my medical history and what I got to go through, but just put it this way: it's just something, a part of my life that I got to deal with. That's why we have lawyers. Fix those problems that people cause. We're not talking about that fellow. I'm talking about this problem that I'm having in my chest. That's why I have lawyers. Fix that problem. Yeah, I'm just saying, long story short, if you get a home or a house or an apartment, doesn't make a difference, even if it's an apartment, hire a mold inspector to go through your property. Trust me, it'll save you a world of freaking nightmares. Which I should have did, but I didn't really think I had to, especially on what I was paying a month and where I was living. I was living in a very nice neighborhood and I paid quite a lot of money to live there. But eventually, you know, everybody does bad things. So that's why you have to just take that precaution. Even if you see something that doesn't even look right, just, you know, don't play around with it. Oh man. Today's not gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a really bad day for me. Okay. Let's get through this, Lord. Get this done. Just taking care of, and then it's here. What do we gotta do to get past this? Alright, so let me go get some tear cough drops, something I can deal with this mess. Yeah, you want to go get that checked out. That's what you want to do. Because some people say, well, why didn't you do anything when you saw it? I didn't see it till a year later. I didn't see it till a year later, literally. A year later is when I saw it. And actually, you know, I'm going to be off topic here and start to add this in here in this video. But I have individuals that say dumb things out of their mouths, some really dumb stuff out of their mouths. Years back, before COVID, before all that, I got sick with mold poison around, probably around 2018, because I have a Facebook video of me ranting, like going off on Facebook, walking through the house I was renting because I found it. And I couldn't figure out what was making me so sick. What kept sending me back and forth to the hospital. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was stress. Took a couple of days off my job and everything. And then realized that I breathed in about a year of black mold. But I have a video of 2018 of me ranting through the house. And I got people saying, you got to move, you got to get out of there. You know, you don't sound right, you know, stuff like that. Go see a doctor. Crazy stuff. But yeah. And after that, it was too late. Breathed in too much. Good thing about it is, I mean, it's just an annoying cough I have to deal with. But God bless me, because could have been much worse. When I did my biopsy on my lungs, they found no cancer, no deterioration of my lungs, none of that whatsoever. So that was good. Just a little annoyance, that's all I have to deal with from time to time. So that's it right there. So that's why You hear me coughing on camera sometimes because that's what it is. And the crazy thing about it is, when this stuff finally hit the fan, that's when COVID came out. So imagine how terrified I was after that. And the fact that the very thing that's out there that could kill you, basically, I am half on that list. So that's terrifying. So anybody who has respiratory issues, if I'm saying that correctly, or any form of lung issues, whatever, yeah, it's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So you got to live with that. So it's a whole lot of things you got to go through. Got to completely change your entire life all the way around. But I get up every morning. I come out here and do my demonstrations, regardless if I'm sick that day, I'm not feeling good that day, or having one of those really bad days. I come out and do my job anyway. Love what I do. Eventually I can't keep doing it. That's what it is. You know? Fortunately, I can't keep doing it. So some people think, oh, he's basically doing this and doing that because he's selling out. No, I'm sick. I can't keep doing this. That's what it is. God has blessed me to come this far. Man, I don't like going through that. That was rough. Sorry about, like I said, sorry about the coughing. I apologize for it, but like I said, ain't much I can do. All right, we got it back at 22 feet, so we're good on there. Let's go from there. 22 feet. Yeah. But good thing about it is, once my case settles, and basically the jokers who did this to me, because they're not like, people say, oh, it's just a land. No, I'm suing I'm not going to put that in there, but I'm suing an investment real estate group. They're corporate, if you know what I mean. So my lawyers are all, I got Jewish lawyers. I consider them to be the best. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. And they specialize in mold. So yeah, before I left out of there, if I could break my lease, I paid for an inspector to go to the property. Had lab results and everything. That house was supposed to be condemned and they rented it out anyway. Well, I look at it this way. Better me than it be a family going in with kids. You know, I don't get how people do that kind of stuff, you know? I take that any day. I take that and then being a bunch of kids in that house any day. So I'm kind of glad it was me. Despite that I have to deal with this every day, but it could have been worse. It could have been a family of kids, a newborn baby. It could have been anything. And if it got me that sick, God knows what it would have done to a child. You know, so if that means that I had to be the one to move in there to take the place of a family, yeah, so be it. All right, let's get the color white. Color white. Yeah, really? White screen. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'll get through it. All right, projector we got to show where it's at. That's the white screen that's coming up on the blue. All right, so there. Coming back over here, we got this marked 22 feet. There's a projector right here. All right, so we got all this on record. That's why the only way to go is to be with God. I look at it this way. If I pass away in my sleep, at least I know where I'm going. At least he takes care of me, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. So, yeah. Not a sad thing, or see me singing on camera and having fun. Yeah, I have fun. I love my job. I'm not worried about what's going to come up out of this. All right, where's the remote control at? Good gracious, I swear I was left and right. All right, here we go. Found it. Ah, I found it. All right. Let's go. Oh, wait. Cancel. Just come out of here. Let me bounce out. All right, thank you. There we go. So now you're seeing what the color will pick up on a 1,000 projector at 22 feet back in a fully lit environment. And we're doing this against certified screens on top of that in the white wall. I need me a hot cup of tea real quick. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's nice. That came out real nice. All right, blue screen. Let's go over to, we got our yellow. There we go. Make sure our colors are picking up. There we go. All right, like blue. Because we have to make sure that the projector at 22 feet and 1,000 lumens is still going to see color correctly without calibrating the projector. And the best way to do that is against a certified screen. So it has to still pick up color at 22 feet. That's the purple. Did we do the purple already? Pretty sure we did. Well, we got a commercial now, so that's good. No, can't hit it. It's got to be all the way past through. Ah, that's better. All right, cool. There we go. There's the purple. All right, let me see what we got next. We need to get this one. Oh, we got the slow color changer too. That's important too. So that's quite impressive. The blue is going fantastic at 22 feet, 1,000 lumens projector. Oh yeah, that's amazing. That means anybody, again, so when we run these tests, that means if you have a projector that's like the Sunbeam LG projectors, those ultra short, those are like 1,200 lumens, you're good. I had a few people asked me about that. I said, well, mind you, we did the demonstration at 22 feet and you're using the LG ultra short the projector, you're sitting on top of the screen. There's no distance throw, period. That's something you're not going to have to worry about, you know? Let's put more light in the equation. Yes, we must add more light in the equation. Look at this. I don't know if it's going to affect the projector or not, but it's a lot of light here, right? So yeah, so I have to understand that, you know, with the products I've developed, everything has to be researched because you have to understand the slightest thing could trigger me. So I have to be really careful how I make my products. And I make my products all biodegradable, all water-based, and it has to be something with absolutely very little scent, smell to it, because that can trigger me. So that's how I'll know that bottom line is, you know, it's something's off. Or if I get something in, if I'm testing it and it has a scent to it, I'm like, oh, nope, can't touch it. So that's how I know. So no, I had somebody, and we know who he is, made some nasty statement to my, oh, he's getting that from his product. Keep in mind, I have respiratory issues. If I was getting it from my product, I'd be dead a long time ago. You know how many screens I painted in a day? I just painted a 151-inch screen on the wall, painted 135. So yeah, I would have some complications, some real serious complications. No. And that came back, and I had to show the YouTube video. That's sad too. I had to go back and show the YouTube video, like the Facebook video, where basically I was ranting in the house when it happened. And look at the date. Ugh. That's why we don't bother him anymore. We don't talk about him. We don't bother him. Leave him in his corner. Let him be who he is. And just, I ain't got time for it. Anyway, but yeah, I have to be real careful because stuff like bug spray, stuff like that will trigger you off. Anybody knows anybody who has problems like that. Little things like that could trigger you. Can't be around people with cologne. Can't be around. Well, smoking always irritates me, but. Yeah. I don't think I never liked cologne, to tell you the truth. It's a good way to get tracked. I gotta tell you that much. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got the color changer. All right, we gotta do the fireworks display. Man, I was so looking forward to that Far Cry. I'm thinking, man, I need a really good video game. And Far Cry was gonna be coming out. I beat every last Far Cry out there, every last one. Even the old ones they have on PC. And I thought, man, now they're not gonna bring out until what? It's gonna be what? Next year? Something like that? Ugh. Or somewhere around there. Somewhere near next year. I'm gonna download me. I think the best Far Cry I played. What was the one in India? No, the other one's in India. What was the other one in? It's crazy guy with the white hair. That was 5. It was 5. So now we're picking up the Starfield, not Starfield, the contrast demonstration. On our projector. Sorry if it doesn't seem like I'm taking this seriously. I've done this so many times, literally. You know, if the screen is going to react on the color, it's going to react on everything else. Show color demonstration. Do, 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 do. All right. Starfield demonstration. 22 feet back. That's what I say. It's no excuse that someone doesn't display that, you know. But anyway, yeah, so technology passed. We did the 14 feet back. That is what we call the low lumen test at 14 feet. And then we did the distance throw at 22 feet. So if we did this one different, usually I don't have certifieds in the middle of the screen. We did certifieds this time in the middle of the screen. All right, let's get our certifieds off. All right, cool. Cool. This is all done. All right, so at least we're done that. That's finished and notes. You know, it's crazy that we do enough of these. I've done so many, literally so many of these demonstrations for these tests that have to be done. I know how the screen's going to react. Quite frankly, I don't even have to do the test. I know how the screen's going to react every single time. But it has to be done. It has to be noted. Literally has to be noted every time. It just has to be recorded and noted. Because they come in handy, you know. Yesterday, I had somebody from the UK asking if he can paint a black Nova to a wall. Hey, it's a good thing I did a live demonstration. Me painting a 151-inch screen on a wall. So, you know, see, got an order off of that. Oh, by the way, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, get the other projector so I can power down. Who is the man? Do. Shut. I'm not gonna say the curse word. I'm not gonna do that. All right, that's done. This over here. Man. Okay. It's a really dark screen, ain't it? I'll show you something real quick. All right. The screen's blue, as you can see. It's a dark blue screen, right? That's dark blue, right? I had some people, you know, like I said, I deal with it from time to time, you know what I mean? But I had some people say, well, you know, you're just recycling products. That's not. That's the same product that was actually sitting up there on your big screen. Not really. This right here is the kitchen projection screen. It was actually painted the exact same color as the screen I had sitting in my window. That's the difference between them. That's an Epic Blue, Exotic 15, and that right there is a Deep Blue. That's the difference. Interesting. Of all the different colors I develop every day, we develop, me and God. I don't have to recycle anything. I just make colors out of nowhere. Ah, crap. I'm sitting there pressing the button like, why is my projector not on? Because it's not plugged up. Ugh. All right, let me see what we got going on here. We need to get you around there. Disconnect it because I'm not using you. And, oh, I love doing this demonstration. I have to do this one before I leave. I love doing the demonstration with the white sheets of paper against the screen, and we do our white levels. I love that part. Because as I said before, this technology that we have here in Nova, we have basically, God has blessed us to be able to heighten the white levels on dark technology. This is why we said we're not doing gray screens anymore. Nah, not the obsolete old stuff. Now people say, oh, the screens can't produce a high enough white level. Yeah, this is something a whole lot more different. Let's go watch. Let's go watch. Now Daddy talk to me that way. Now Daddy. All right, so we got to get some white samples out here first. So get this party going. We got a super dark screen, super dark black, well not black screen, sorry, blue screen, deep dark blue, because now we're doing the dark technology, right? We're doing the dark technology. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit more. There we go. Switch this over here. Now, what I want to do is, give me a piece of paper here or a popcorn bag. I'm going to cover up my projector right there so we can see how dark the screen is. And we're going to start displaying and showing off the screen's incredible white coating technology, which is now going to be embedded in all our products. 17's got upgrades too. Now they're rear projection. All right, so we're going to start off with a white sheet of paper. Let's put that one right there. All right, another white sheet of paper. Oh, nuts. We can't use that one now. Put that one right there. Okay, that's only white sheets of paper. Yeah, there must be more. Yeah, there is more. All right, we're going to go with the Acoustic Pro 1080p. I love this screen so much. Look, it's a 0.9 gain. You know how bright that is? You know how bright that is for a white screen? Woo, that is bright. I'm gonna put that one right here. Now, the object when you're developing black technology is the fact that the contrast levels have to be high enough to be able to produce the color pop, but they can't be too dark because the screen comes out dirty. And the screen comes out dirty, the colors come out dirty. That means the screen comes out where you can't recognize it. Keep in mind, darker screens are always going to be a tad lower when it comes to white levels, when it comes to white screens, or gray screens, but they have to be able to produce a high enough white level so you can see the screen. That's it. Some people feel that it has to match a gray screen. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You know why? Because if that's the case, then a gray screen would have to match a white screen when it comes to white levels. Oh, there you go. There is no way in the world it's going to match. That is not going to ever happen. Not ever. Period. At all. Because if that's the case and you're expecting a gray screen, a black screen to match the white levels on a gray screen, then I expect for the gray screen to match the levels on a white screen. Oh, that can't be done? Okay then. There we go. All right, let me get some more tape over here. Oh, just walked right past that one right there, didn't I? All right, this is Vivid Storm. So the screens you're seeing right here, that's a Vivid Storm. This is another Vivid Storm white screen right here. All right. Right there. Now, we're not going to do color because color's not going to pick up. We all know that. Let's stick to where these screens thrive at their highest, white levels. Okay? So let's see if we can get this screen to come up so dark that you can't even see it. Is that possible? We didn't do it on a... Mind you, the last demonstration we did was on a Nova. We did that demonstration. The Nova didn't even pull up black. Interesting, isn't it? All right. Let's begin. Ta-da! Oh, that's contrast. We already know that's going to happen. Screen's going to do for the contrast. We start off with a Starfield demonstration first, people. White screensavers. Oh, isn't that interesting? Here. Okay, let's go over to, oh, a nice sandy beach. Here we go, nice sandy beach. As you can see, the screen's not picking up blue, where the white screens can't pick up blue. Well, they can't pick up color at all, period. They can pick up a white level, that they can pick up. All right, let's go over to, let's see. Well, it didn't give me what I wanted. White screensavers. Oh, it did give me that. Huh. All right. Cancel. Just saw something I like. Remind you how dark the screen is. Oh. I like that particular demonstration. White snow screensavers. Been to that one already. Let's go to this one. The survey says, see? That's that heightener technology, that white heightener technology. Novas have that technology. As we displayed in the last video, we did with the TV at the bottom, and we were able to show that now the videos don't match. And we got white screens against ours. One of them was actually the Acoustic Pro with a 0.9 gain on that white screen, and that screen wasn't even matching that technology. Now, if I can take all white screens and put that against my darkest technology or our black technology and whatever do those demonstrations, I don't know why people who develop gray screens can't do demonstrations on taking black paper or whatever and showing all contrast demonstrations. They'll never do it. Because, like I said, a black piece of paper or whatever, black vinyl, is going to pull a better contrast level. The screen won't be to keep up. That's why those screens are obsolete. Look, you can see the individual snowflakes. Now let's get another one. He looks like the guy from Craig and the Creek. No, I'll wash my hands instead. I'm good. I love how the screen starts off dark and it just lightens up. So this is how we have to test white levels on our screens. All our screens, anything we develop in darker screens, whether it be the Novas, whether it be 7s, whether it be 8s, they have to be tested against other white screens to see exactly where the white levels lay in the technology. That's why we know when people do falsified demonstrations, because when they're showing a screen that's basically showing an image that's too dark, they don't realize that we do these tests that other people will not do. We have to do these tests on our black screen or darker screens to see where the white levels lay it on the screen. That's why every time you see me do a demonstration, the first thing I do on a certified screen is I display the white screen first. All right, let's keep on going. Let's move to the snow dogs. Gotta do those, come on. Would be a demonstration about the snow dogs. Heaven, where was good? I'm gonna have to get some cheese, man. Cheese. Cheese, George, cheese. Let me make some pepperoni this time. So this will be outside today. We'll have the labels developed, and we already have the date when it's going to launch. So it'll be in June, around June, I think the 2nd or something around the time it's going to be launched. Now, as I said before, please do not buy the product if you have a fake or knockoff projector. We do not support those projectors. If you do happen to have one of those projectors, feel free to give me a call and I'll help you find a merchant that I've done business with on eBay that I can get you a pretty good projector for next to nothing. I found somebody a 1080p BenQ projector. I was like, oh, should have bought that for myself, but no, they needed the projector for something. Found a good merchant. Merchant I do business with from time to time. Where's my cup? I cannot find my cup, people. Ah, yeah. I know where I left it at. I left it upstairs. Literally upstairs. Are you guys watching that? I'm on the ongoing search for my teacup, which I had misplaced somewhere in the house. Man! Seriously, bird? Where in the world do you lose a huge red cup? Alright, I gotta find my cup. I don't know what to do with it. I had it in my hand. One nice hot cup of tea, and I cannot find that cup. Oh, I didn't know they had one right here with a billy goat. That's freaking cool. Alright, okay. I got a thing here. Did we wash it? You can wash it just from the cup, literally. A few minutes straight. It's not there. It's not here. Freezing on the countertop. I'm curious. Nope. Oh, there's my cup. Alright, here it is. Cool. I know you're probably thinking in the video, like, I know this man did not just walk around his house, do the video looking for a cup for tea. Yeah, I did. Actually, I did. And the reason why is because, oh, I need a charger down here for this phone. Hold on, there you go. It's because usually when people are selecting their videos out for their demonstrations, they will be right in front of the camera at all times, just in case if anything pops up that's not going to be able to make the screen look good. So they're going to be on standby right next to their phone or light switch or whatever they're doing in the demonstration to keep you from seeing what you should be seeing. Where my demonstrations, I don't care because I know how my technology works. I can put the screen on, walk away, go clean my house, cook something, take care of some business, whatever, go out front, sit back, feed the squirrels. I don't have to be here to basically monitor the video to make sure certain colors don't pop up. They're going to make the screen look bad. These screens have been tested. So when you see me doing these with the white sheets of paper and certified screens, our screens have to go through this regardless. I'm just showing you something that we do every day. We test our screens. Black Novas go through the same thing. I can take a Black Nova, put it up here, put white screens in, do the same demonstration. They all have to go through the same thing. So I have the freedom to roam around my house while you guys watch this, and I don't have to come back and change anything out in fear that the screen's going to show something that I'm trying to hide. All right, so I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea, but we're going to get past this because I can figure out exactly where I put the remote control at now. God, my life. Where's the remote control? Oh, here it is. Found it. Just found my teacup. Now I'm going to come in here and try to figure out where the remote control is at. Here we go. Let's do something else. Let's go, let's do the scenery with the train and the snowplow. That's what I was supposed to look up yesterday. I look up documentaries on just about everything on how things are built or designed, and I wanted to look up snowplow for trains. I was kind of curious about that. All right, so I'll let that run, and I'm going to finish making my tea. Like I said, it's not just people who develop paint, it's companies too. Companies have a certain select videos they show in their demonstrations of their screens. They pick out all their videos. We don't do that here. We randomly pick whatever. I need to get something like a roulette set up where I can just hit something and it just spins and that's the video we show. That'd be kind of cool if I can get something like that. Thank you, Jesus. Good cup of tea. That works for me. All right. Oh, this was relaxing me. Then goes doof in the background. That'd be me knocking out. Let's see. Let's head up this white snow scene. Oh man. Yeah, sorry about all the coughing earlier, people. I don't want to do that on camera. I try to restrain from doing it as much as possible. Good cup of hot tea with a cough drop in it. A lot of prayer, people. A lot of prayer. Prayer is very, very important. Yesterday I got a thing for castles and all that stuff. Yesterday I was looking up weird history on jesters. Jesters actually lived, or actually ones that were chosen by the king, lived really good lives. Interesting documentaries. I love documentaries. Love them. Learn a lot from documentaries. You do. Some of the stuff they teach you on history, I'm a huge history fan. I love history. Some of the stuff they teach you in school on history, man, that's like the light version of it. They can't teach you the pure version of history because it's scarring. Some of it's really bad. It's really, really bad. What you learn in school is a light version of it all. I don't really tell you the dark version of history. It's a dark version of history, and it's really bad. Like the book Moby Dick, basically, of course, it was fictional. Actually, at one point, it's fictional, but actually, that was based off not so much. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, it was embellished a little bit, but some of the things that happened in the real story of this fellow who basically his boat was attacked by a massive, large whale. It was really bad. I mean, it was really brutal. It was really, really brutal. It was nothing you read in a book. No, no, no. Life of an executioner, and that particular, you know, how executioner lived, how medieval knights were treated, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just interesting stuff to look up. You know, how they cooked food back then, how castles were built and designed, the purpose of a moat. Medieval weaponry, you know, stuff like that. That's kind of stuff I like to look up. Just out of curiosity, you know. Found out why the staircases were spiral inside of the towers because it made it harder for soldiers to storm the castle. They had to go in a single file because they were narrow, and that way, with them turning the corner, it was easy to take them out. Never knew that. Something new every day. You know, stuff like that. I like to look up. You know, how do they mine gold from motherboards and stuff like that, and different ways they used to help and save the planet, stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. I'll tell you something I got to start researching probably next week, get some free time. They found a shark. And I lie to you not, they call it a demon shark. They found a shark. I forget where it's at, but look it up. It's a demon shark. Shark is 60 feet long. 60 feet long. They found one. That's why I said, that's why I don't go in the water. Man, I don't go in the water. There's things in the ocean, man, you don't know nothing about. There's depths to the ocean we have never even begun to even explore. Don't even have the equipment to go that far down. There's life all over the planet, including down there. I mean, areas they were able to get to, they found that there's a whole new breed of species down there. And what about the next level? So, yeah. One surface, not surface, but enough for them to basically catch it on a machine, and yeah, 60-foot shark. That's when I see people splash around in the water. Don't worry about it, you know, because you think you know what's out there. You only know what we discovered. You don't know the other half, what we didn't discover. That's the frightening part. 60-foot shark. With a whole different attitude, an aggressive, nasty attitude. Because usually say sharks want to attack you. Yeah, but you see the size of this thing. But anyway, look it up. You think I'm joking? I thought it was a hoax at first, because usually when I see them on Facebook, I'm like, yes, it's fake. And I started doing the research and find out, yeah, actually, they did find a shark that big. The Megadon. Megadon was what? 59? 59? You think it's actually slightly a little bigger than that? Yep. There are things about the world that people just can't explain. You know what I mean? It's just weird parts of the world that people can't explain. And these are places we're not supposed to be at. All right, so we did the white levels on here. Let's do some more. Let's do the LT snowboarding. Turn off dark blue, white level capabilities. And keep in mind, this screen is actually lighter than the gunmetal. No. Sorry, gunmetal is lighter than this. And gunmetals are dark. See how dark a gunmetal is? That screen's darker than the gunmetal. The blue is. I had one person say, well, it's got to be the caliber of your projector. No, because you know, if you hit a white screen with a higher caliber projector and a white screen having the ability to produce a higher white level, then it's going to be able to produce a higher and wider image. So some people think, oh, if I go with a lower projector, my screen should be maintained. It doesn't make a difference. It's going to be harder for it to fight against a screen with a higher caliber of projector lumens, because like I said, a white screen is going to generate a higher white level and brighter image because it's being hit with a higher lumen. Now, if a dark screen can maintain that with that screen, knowing that the white screen is kind of an vantage point, especially when being hit with the projector, voila. It's harder to do it with higher lumens and lower lumens. Much harder. I was in here getting down with the music, darn it. J and K, 4K. Can't do this, there's no white levels in this. We need high white levels to do this demonstration. Well, that'll work. All right, let's go click it up. Let's go over here and let's grab the demonstration from here. We're looking for high white level skin tones. We all know what's going to happen when a contrast screen comes up. That's not going to do well. Color's not going to do well, so we already know that from the door. I just want to see the white levels. No, a white screen of no kind, gray screens of no kind cannot pick up any form of color. It's not going to happen. Not going to see. There we go. So yes, God has blessed us with the knowledge to take dark technology and embed it with white coding technology. I would never do another gray screen as long as I freaking live. Never! Not with the capabilities we have now. See how you can see her hands, her individual fingers, her lips, her nose, her eye color, the hairline, and how dark is our screen? Screen in the middle has a 0.9 gain. That's how we heighten the white levels. Now, the thing about it is people say, oh, it's got to be equal to a white screen. No, it doesn't have to be equal to a white screen. It has to be able to display an image that's bright enough so you can see it. Natural skin tones and colors and stuff like that. Because if that's the case, then a white screen should be the full contrast level as dark as a dark screen or color. Oh, it can't? Oh, okay. Let's move on then. Let's move on. There we go, Governor. What's going on? I'm gonna miss doing this so much. I just built me a giant train set or something else and dabble in. Oh, I forgot. We got that other project we're working on now. Yeah, that other project. I can think of a name for it too. I have, I'm not bragging here at all, so please don't take this the wrong way. God has blessed me with so much knowledge in this field. I could basically sell the rights to my company on the Crystal Edge Technology screens and develop an entire new company with all new products and do it all over again. I already did it already. I did it when I had digital and crystal screen paint. So I've already done it. Dropped an entire company, all its products, and rebuilt all over again. In that case, we didn't have a choice because we got locked into a 10-year contract. These jokers tried to take my company from me, literally. So we had to obsolete the tech. But then again, it was going to come to that way anyway, you know? Because I could have basically done light gray screens with the Onyx 4K, but after, like I said, after seeing that Black Diamond sample sheet, no way in the world. Oh, no. I don't know. Like I said, the ultralight grays are amazing screens. I don't regret that. I don't ever regret designing that. It's a beautiful product, but for where we need to go, everything has to be dark. Because everything else, that light gray product and screen paint, all that stuff is obsolete, man. People have to understand, it's old. Now it's old. If it could, I'll say it in the demonstration. Match or better our demonstrations. And I bet you, anytime I say in a demonstration, not one of the videos will be matched or better. I'm tired. I'm tired. She's relaxing me. She always relaxes me. All right, let's go for some nice bright colors. Let's do Philips 4K. Let's go for some nice bright colors. Our screens versus white screens, certified screens, which is white screen versus the dark technology. All right, so let's go with the bright colors now. The tea is hyping me up a little bit, and also too, it's making me relax at the same time. Sorry if the volume's low. That's why I said I would never understand to this day why they still sell white screens. I don't know why. I mean, it's good though, because now you can buy a cheap screen coated over with our technology and get this. But still, you know, they shouldn't be expensive. It's a white screen. And then I like how some companies try to seem like their white screens are better than other white screens. They all do the same thing. I can take all of these, put them against an elite white screen, and they'll all do the same thing. Some may pull off a little bit because they changed the color. They may put an eggshell white or colonial white or whatever kind of white they may put in. They may dull it or whatever. But it still all does the same thing. You can do the same thing with a white bed sheet. No different. But they want to make it sound like, you know, this particular picture is a 2.0 and this is a 1.0. Are you kidding me? In a white screen, a 1.0. There's no difference in a 1.0 and a 2.0 on a white screen. And they Photoshop the image. Got the whole family sitting around, fully lit environment. Oh, that's not going to happen. Let's go over to this one. This is a pretty bright demonstration. All right, while you guys are watching that, I am going to go in here. The labels for this should be developed today. It's already passed the distance test. Low lumen test, we got to take it outside today. If it passes, and it should, it's going to do well, it'll get its label. But I'm designing the label ahead of time because this screen's going to look incredible outside. But again, as we stated before, all right, how dark is this thing again? Let me see. Yeah, you may be able to. No, I'd still would go with a nova outside. Because you got to be able to pour 100% contrast if you're dealing outside. We need to do that demonstration. We need to take this screen and a black nova, put them side by side, take them outside, and see which one's going to produce the better image. That'd be a good demonstration. See, that'd be interesting. There we go. Ken, you sound really relaxed. Tea relaxes me. It makes me one with the cup. See how the colors are not coming up? Calibrate, calibrate, calibrate. Calibrate. Calibration, yeah, come on. Dun, 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 dun. Remember when I started doing YouTube videos, like where they gotta look professional, you gotta have all this special editing and special effects to your screen, and you gotta do this and you gotta do that, and blah 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 blah. I'm not doing that crap. I come on here, as long as I display my demonstrations and I do things by the book and allow you to see what you need to see, I can come on here with a clown suit on, I can dress as Batman, Superman, whatever. Whatever. Let's see, whatever. All right, let me see what we got next on here. As long as I'm showing you what you need to see, and this is what you need to see. How does the white levels come up on our new new technology? Using that white coating technology. Boom. Boom. Man, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that stuff. I'm not doing it. I've never did that stuff from day one. All my videos are raw. That's how they are. You may see stuff fall down in the video, me trip over stuff, and I'm not editing any of that out. Period. It is what it is, you know? Why? You know? It's supposed to be real. That's why I'm doing it live. I don't like to edit crap. And I'm going into all that special effects on it. So the only thing I did different with video, I got my copyrighted watermark right there at the corner of the screen, right there. Other than that, yeah. Once I come on here and I do things by the book, and I love how people are saying, "Oh, well, this has got to be a scam." How is that possible? Literally. White screens, our screen, and then because people. All right, let's go pass through here. What we got? We got one more we can do, and then I got to go pass out because right now that tea is kicking in, and that tea helps me to relax. It calms down all the cough and everything I go through. All right, let's get this right here. This has nice bright levels. We got to do question. Does the deep nova blue using dark ambient light projection technology versus white screens? We're going to do all these demonstrations versus white screens, versus white screens, versus white screens. I like these. These are challenging. These are fun. So when is this 6? Is that a Saturday? I think it's a Saturday. Nope, can't see red. Not gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. White levels, like I say, yeah, but that's not gonna happen. All right, I think I'm pretty much done here. And nothing really else to do. All right, so we just got to get this outside. Once we get it outside, we're good to go. The color blue. Boom. Told you white screens don't pick up nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Period. Nothing. All right, people. Thank you all for taking the time for dealing with the coughing and all that. I do apologize again for that. Like I said, but it's gonna happen. So I'm sorry. That's a bad one. All right, get everything relaxed. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I gotta go sit down and relax for a little bit. I'll be back on later on to finish this test for outside. And then we'll start on the dark what's it called? Yeah, the dark hazel or black hazel. Good gracious, Ken. Black hazel. We'll start on the black hazel tomorrow. So black hazel's test just have to be I think we did ultra short though. Black hazel. We have to do the distance, and we have to do the low lumen, and we have to go outside. And then that gets this label and ends up on the website. All right, thank you all for your patience and time. I have to go, and God bless.